Hello, welcome, Cabbage here. In War of the Visions Global, let's look at my free-to-play account after 8 months of progress. Everything looks different now with EX jobs on the horizon, but for now let's just look at what I got, and then at the end of the video maybe I'll talk about how I want to approach this account going from now. I do want to say though that I feel icky making this video, and it has everything to do with the the hatcher rates and that anniversary banner snafu that went on in JP. That's really still not sitting right, much more than the EX jobs, actually. And by making these videos, I'm effectively promoting the game. I'm making it look fun, I'm, telling people how to kind of maneuver through the game. But I don't want to, push something on people that is a dishonest product. But maybe if I preface every video by saying that I feel icky doing this, then that's how I can thread that needle. Alright, but anyway, let's look at my account. We'll skip vision cards, because it's depressingly weak compared to my JP account. But we can look at weapons first. I don't think there's anything to say here, actually. Still got to awaken this Lysalia sword. And then armor, I recently made the iron plate +5. I like this one very much. Not as many negatives as the golden armor. It gives you nice defense and some slash resistance. And Dario and Gurasada, I like that for my account. And then here are some items. Nothing to say here, really. Alright, let's look at units. And here are my favorite units. These are the ones that I'm working on and using. Okay. And then I can talk about Gilgamesh. I said before that I wanted to work on him slowly as like a long-term project. But now that we know that EX jobs are coming, I'm giving up on this guy. That's going to be way too much work. And then the thing that I would want to use him most for would be for Kotetsu. And then he has that on level 1 anyways, so yeah, I don't think I need to level him up anymore. Thankfully, I stopped before I spent too many of these rainbow materials on him. Okay, and then next is Cecil from the current Final Fantasy IV collaboration. I'm going to go all in on this guy. I'm going to make him Limit Break 5, get his Trust Master and everything. Nostalgia, of course, is a major factor, and they did a great job with both the 2D art and the 3D model. But I skipped him in JP, and I'm dying to try him out. Nobody, not even in JP, seems to think that he's very good, but I won't believe any of that until I try him myself. I'll use him as a straightforward bruiser, and then since he's a light/unit, he can fill out my roster there. So I'm going to start working on Vistral. I also got Rob to Limit Break 4 the other day, and I'm very happy about that too. But other URs... Oh, I had a revelation about Kirufe. She was just sitting in my box, and I wasn't leveling her up because I had her in JP. But she is still so good in JP that eventually I just came to the decision that I wanted to start working on her. And that was the same decision that I made with Mediana and Lucia. Just characters that good, you can get a lot of use out of them, so... Yeah, I abandoned my policy there for a second and started leveling her. And then at that time, I wasn't working on anyone else either, just because, well, I guess I can tell you my want list, but I'm waiting on Rain, Irudira, Skaru, and Laswell. I didn't have any of those guys to work on, and I was looking at Kirufe, so I thought, sure, I'll work on her. And then Ayaka is still hanging out at Limit Break 4, she's getting there. And then Victora, she's pretty close to Limit Break 5. That's very exciting. She was one of the ones that I wanted when I first installed this account. And then Gurasada, I got her maxed, so I have her Trust Master. This is one of the best in the game, I think. But yeah, she's a good attacker. She's wearing that heavy plate, running to the front and then taking those slash attacks. She's pretty great. And then, again, Jiza, Yaruma, Kiton, Lucia, and Mediana. Still using them a lot. And then MRs, no real changes here. I'm slowly getting these shards for Lorenzo because I want his spear. Oh, I'm very close, actually. Alright, and I think that's all I wanted to talk about there. Oh, these SR and R units, I'm waiting till we get those kind of replacement rainbow shard materials. But yeah, like I said before, I'm still waiting to pull some of those older characters like Rain. But for future stuff, I'm not really saving for anything. The more that I play as free-to-play in this game, the more it seems silly to save even 10k for any particular thing, which I might not get. And then, of course, I'm skipping all limited stuff, but that was the plan for this account from the beginning anyway. And then I made this account for two reasons. The first one being to see if the game could be done free-to-play. It was kind of to prove a point to myself, and I think I satisfactorily proved that. I came to the conclusion that most free-to-play players, if they were diligent, could reach a point after 4 to 6 months to beat all PvE content in the game. But with the coming of EX jobs, that point I made is now pretty much meaningless. I feel like I would need to start a new free-to-play account from scratch the day of the EX job update, and then go from there to see where someone could get in 3 months, 6 months, a year, and so on. To be honest, once I hit the half-year mark with this account, and I saw how strong it could get, I was satisfied, and I considered dropping the account then. But my second reason for making this account was to read the story in English, and that will keep me in this version of the game for now. My Japanese is okay, but I missed some things, so to be able to read it in English is great. But I think with the EX job update, with this free-to-play account, I will become the type of player that I envy most, the casual one, just here for the story and artwork. So I will log in every day, do the daily quests. I'm going to stop doing most equipment crafting and all raids, and all of the Trials of Reckoning. Anything grindy, I will stop. And that starts with Final Fantasy IV here. I'm not making a plus anything of that shoulder piece of armor. But whatever limited time missions come around in here under events, I'll do these. The tower I might do to floor 10 to get that 10-shot ticket, and then I'll stop. And then like hand out MRs, I'll do as much as I can to get the shards there. But yeah, skipping all limited time units and vision cards. And so PvP, that's also going to suffer in this account, but I can get my PvP kick from JP. And actually, because I'm taking taking a step back from my global account, that frees up my JP account to do more. Like I might pursue evade more, or I might level up more units that I was using on global, like Victora. But yeah, that is the state of this account after 8 months, and I think that'll do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again. Take care.